Hi, everyone. Hi. Good to be here again. I see you, Emmanuel Joel. Let me just let everyone know that we are live. Hi, Emmanuel Augustine. How are you? Yes, we are live. Share the link. Share the link. Let's get everyone on. Wanted to use my mic. Share the link, guys. Share the link. Smash the like button. Let's kill the market today. So if you are in any of those trades, let me know. The gold trade, the BTC trade. I'm seeing something on the Euro USD and GU as well. Let's see. Okay, can you hear me now? Can everyone hear me? Can you hear me? Let me share the screen. Let's get started. Can you guys hear me? Great, great. So let me share the screen. Welcome. All right, all right. Share the link, share the link. Let's get people on. Smash that like button. Who is in the gold trade and who is in the BTC trade? Just type BTC if you're in the BTC trade. Just type gold if you're in the gold trade. Just type in the chat box gold if you're in the gold trade, BTC if you're in the BTC trade. You're all welcome. Ah, Emmanuel, how? Hey, are you not in the Telegram channel? Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's get down to business. Nobody here is in gold trade. Nobody is in. People must be playing in that Telegram channel. I don't believe this. What? Okay, it's not your pair. All right. Okay. The gold has taken off. So those that voted in the Telegram channel. Ooh, she closed that gold trade. Why though? Onyinye, why did you close your gold trade? It came to the second purple zone. So those that voted the second purple zone were correct. Why did you close your gold trade? You still feel it hasn't come down enough? Yeah. Why did Oh, you got scared? No, darling. No. But it's fine. It's fine. If what you took is enough for you, then that's good. That's good. All right. That's great. Share the link, guys. Let's get everyone on. So we're going to look at some pairs. Well, if you joined me on TikTok yesterday, I talked about how we got into the gold. All right, how we got into the gold. I also did but BTC, I talked about BTC since last week. We've been waiting for that trade since last week. And I'm surprised some of us didn't take it. Although you have, of course, you can choose your pairs and stick to them. Please share the link, get everyone on. Let us go. All right. So let's look at, so gold is on her way to the top. Now let me show you something on the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that gold was going up from here, but on this side, it looks like she's turning. Okay, she's giving us a change of character, but it's still bullish. Why? Because it has not broken this low. So you have to just drag it. So the point, so you see why this red line is there, because there's a possibility gold could come down. But why am I not so worried though? At the 6150, you want to see if she has given you a change of character to go up, because gold can decide not to come down here. But if I were in the 4-hour time frame, truly, because I understand why she's scared, I wouldn't be taking my trades here, in all honesty. I'll be waiting for it to form liquidity, sweep that liquidity here. So I understand her fear. I totally understand her fear. All right. So on the 4-hour, if I were waiting for gold on the 4-hour, I wouldn't buy here. I'll be waiting for it to come down into this zone and take off like that. But sometimes it doesn't come back. All right. And how do you know it will not come back? Oh God, this internet shouldn't do this to me today. Okay. And how do you know it might not come back? If you can see a complete setup here, she might just not come down here. Now, what do you want to see? You want to see change, break of structure, change of character, liquidity swept happening from this zone. Okay. Now let's see if that is the case. I need to share the screen again. Sorry, guys. This network just keeps kicking us out. All right, we're back. Let me just change my internet. I don't want trouble. Switch to my data. All right. Okay. Give me a second. Let me just, so I can switch. But if you can still see me, let's continue. Just tell me when you can't see me or hear me anymore, guys. All right. So she came back into this zone. But how do we know this zone is valid for it to keep going up? I can clearly see a change of character here. Okay. I can see a change of character here. I can even see a break of structure here. All right. So it's showing us that, see, and then see liquidity that it came to clear here. So it's showing us now that this thing is going up. All right. So that is why you need to understand your confirmations. And if you've been following me for a while now, you know that my confirmations are change of character, break of structure, and liquidity. All right. Once you see those things, don't be scared anymore. At least take it up to, to the next liquidity, to the next draw on liquidity, and chill. All right. Me, I was targeting BTC because I like to swing, and that BTC trade is just fantastic. Where I'm expecting it to get to 92K. I analyzed it on TikTok for you guys last week, but I don't know if everyone was on. Okay. Okay. So let's go to GU. All right. Sorry about that. I don't know what's happening with my data. Sorry about that, guys. The network is poor, and I just bought a data. I bought data, expensive data. So I don't know what's happening. It's just really unfortunate that every time we come up, that is when it decides to. I'm just going to unplug this mic. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right. Can you hear me now? So we are now looking for confirmation to enter for this cell. We've seen the daily time frame. Let's see the 4-hour time frame. I see sweep of liquidity. So on the 4-hour time frame, she's yet to show that she's ready to sell. But if you come here, there's another nice move here. Okay, you can clearly see it here. Let's go down smaller time frames. Let's look at the 2-hour. So 2-hour is telling me that here, this is our change of character right here. Okay, break of structure right there. So we are looking for a sell on this. This was the break of structure going up. All right. All right. This is GU. This is GU. We are looking at GU. Okay, nice. So we've seen here our change of character, nice one. Okay, we've seen inner break of structure right here. Now, what are we really waiting for? We can look at the order flow. You can see that the market came in here, all right, after sweeping liquidity and dumped. Okay, so we're a bit late, but that's fine because we also wanted to see a break of structure, an inner break of structure, which is what happened here, even from here. So now we want to see a pullback. I will just pick my fib right here. If you don't know how to, yes, I just said it's GU. Yeah, we're in GU. Okay, I want to see the market come back up here for my next sell. So I'll be waiting to see. It's already rejecting this area to go up. All right, to go up into the zone. I'll be waiting. You want to see inner liquidity formed. You want to see inner liquidity formed. All right, and you want to see sweep inner liquidity into a great POI right there. So if I had found it on time, we would have entered this one. Okay, we would have entered this one because there was a nice gap, liquidity in between right here. There was liquidity swept. There was a beautiful OB right there. Okay, she got in there, all right, nicely, and she has given us a break of structure here. All right. So now we've seen all these things. We'll wait for the next pullback. Unfortunately, these days the market is crazy. You don't see the pullbacks you expect to see, but we keep moving regardless. Okay. Don't forget to share this. Please, guys, help my ministry. I beg, share the link. Share the link. Tap on that like button. Let's make this platform go viral. Okay. So we want to see it pull up to this area before it dumps. So for GU, let's wait for that pull. If the way she dropped is too much, let's wait for that pull into this zone. I'd like to see it from here. Now remember, back at the it's a long trade though, but let's go back to the daily. Remember, we're looking for why we should enter. So you want to see this thing like come down and give us the next low. I know the US dollar is very strong now, thanks to the the nice conversation that the two presidents had. So I want to see it come down, okay, to give us, because remember we are going low. So on the weekly time frame, she's supposed to come down and clear this because this was the last move. Okay, see, nicely reacting in there. So you want to see her break this low. It's supposed to be a nice swing trade, but with the uncertainties in the market, it would be preferable that you start taking it at every turn you see and wait to see a reaction. So this would have been our this would have been where our TP would be with that sell, but it's a long ass sell because this is the weekly time frame. Okay, this is the weekly time frame. Nope. So if this thing actually dumps and clears this low, we know that this thing is gone. It's gone. But because we are taking it from smaller time frames than reasonable time frames, Let us just be reasonable with taking our money. Taking our money. At least, this is like a 1:4. Oh, it's long go, because if you look at it, the next buy zone, using this 4-hour time frame. The next buy zone, okay, this is a break of structure here as well. Okay, so if we are not sure where she was going, we've seen our confirmation. We know that we'll be looking for the next buy zone to take our TPs, right? The next buy zone to take our TPs. So right now, if we're looking at this break of structure, all right, you know that you want to be taking it at this next draw on liquidity here, all right, or just a bit above it. So I want to see this with GU. Let's see. I think we got it from the 2-hour. Okay. Then if she manages to break through, then we know that we are gone. In fact, it's supposed to be a long swing trade, I'm telling you, if everything goes well. So let's look at USD-JPY. Wow. Is this USD-JPY we did? Okay, yeah, we were looking for extra confirmation. We were buying, we bought. Oh, now you see that person that was selling, we were telling him on that he should rather wait here for a buy. Okay, let's just look at this together. No, I wanted to look at EU, but let's look at this together, because we caught that move last week. But yesterday on TikTok, somebody said he had entered here for a sell. And we're like, it's risky. It's a risky trade. I'll rather wait here for the buy to continue. But now that guy is taking out now. I feel sorry for him. Okay. So, UJ. Oh my God. How come we're only 5 in class today? Now, this is poor. Where is everybody? Be 14, at least 15. What's happening? Wow. All right. So, UJ we've been seeing has been selling quite all right, but now you can clearly see she's broken structure to the upside. This is just the weekly. She's broken structure. It's just like how GJ is forming too. Okay. Now on the weekly, you can clearly see. Okay. There. But she has not been able to break that high. You see? So now it's looking like this zone has been holding for so long, this area. It has not been able to even break this low. It has not been able, because after that she pushed up. That low has not been broken. This one, more like, yeah, this area. So this area has been giving us problem. Okay. So even after coming back here, showing us that, oh, she's ready to move, she's not really moving. Now let's see the daily time frame. Okay. Now we are watching to see the reaction here, which is why I would rather stick to the buy. Look at it. We can see a change of character. We've seen break of structure. All right. Now you want to be waiting around this zone. But guess this looks very much like liquidity, trend line liquidity being formed like this. I mentioned it yesterday on TikTok. This looks very much like trend line liquidity being formed. Okay, before the entry into this zone here. Okay, for the original buy. But guess what? If she can actually take away, move away. Oh, Jesus, move up from here to the next high, because I mean this is also a discount zone. But because we are smart money traders, at least we know what's going on. We know that they are just building liquidity in this beautiful area and every possibility to come here. So we are watching out for that. We are watching out for that. But in the meantime, let's be catching the trades we can see. All right, this is UJ. Now let me go down to the 4-hour time frame. So what's the 4-hour time frame saying? So even from here, 4-hour time frame is saying, okay, we've broken structure here. All right. I want to be sure that this is public. Yeah. We've broken structure here. We've given you that, and you can see she has not been able to destroy this low yet. Instead, look at what she's doing. She came again and started going up. So we want to be sure. That's how we cut this trade from here. If you remember, we cut that trade, this move, we cut that move and this move. All right. But right now, people are shaking because they don't know what it wants to do here. They don't know what it wants to do here. But just know that, I mean, the next draw of liquidity. Anyway, this gap here, there's a gap here that could be disturbing the move. All right. Can you see the hi Shaky? How are you? Can you see the gap? There's a gap there that is actually disturbing this thing. But in all, this is why we entered this trade. There's a possibility it could come from here and do this. So UJ is really not certain. It's really not certain. It's really not certain. But since it's buying from here, you know your expectation is that it will come and clear this high here. So yes, those that are buying are already in this. Remember, this is where we cut it from. This is UJ. Remember where we cut it from? We cut it from here. Smash the like button, share the link, guys. Share the link, share the link. I'm here for you guys for at least 1 hour, 30 minutes today. So, you know, we caught that. So we're expecting that this is just going to give you a pullback, but it will continue at least to clear this high. All right. So we're still in the right track with UJ. Let's go to EU. Let's go to EU. Something big is coming. My birthday is on Thursday, guys. Something big is coming. Those in my VIP, they know what's up. That our alert has dropped. All right, so let's look at it. So it's going to be acting just like EU. Thank you. I'm a June 12th baby. It's going to be... Okay. Guess my age and I'll give you a gift. Guess my age, I'll give you a gift. So on the monthly time frame, we can clearly see, you see why I like the FXCM? It gives me more data. I'll see. Okay, it gives me more data. More data. You see. EU. You're wrong, Emmanuel. All right, so look at what EU. EU is looking like an uptrend on the monthly time frame, okay? But let's pull our fib. Hold on. Let's see. It looks like something already happened. Let's see. If you pulled your fib here, you see the market is taking off from this area. So you see why I'm enjoying EU, because I'm seeing a lot. You are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong. I'm seeing a lot. You're all wrong, guys. Shaky, you're wrong. No, don't guess it. Only one guess, please. So we are seeing that beautiful move from here. All right. However, on a smaller time frame, you see why the EU is more transparent. The EU is more transparent. The EU is showing us that this thing took off from a good buy zone. It's possible that it might, that sell you're looking for will not go down to give us the new low. Deborah, you can't guess twice. No. You can't guess twice. You're even still wrong, but you can't guess twice. So, like I was saying, since we know that this is on a buy, now you're not expecting the sell. You are not expecting the sell. You're not expecting the sell. You're not expecting the sell to give you a new low. So you can see EU is showing us that it might still have to go up a bit. That's the funny part. Now let's trace this nicely. Let's just trace this nicely. Okay. So let's see if it's currently at the premium zone. Yes, it's at the premium zone. So meaning it can turn from here, but this is where we would have preferred to wait. All right. He didn't even get it. Don't mind him. He's using his wife's channel. All right. If you're still with me, so let us make money for the birthday. All right. So you know that it's actually currently at a premium zone. Now let's go to the weekly time frame. All right. The weekly time frame. All right. Has it started selling from here weekly? We don't see anything. You guys concentrate. Oh. We are not seeing any reason to sell yet on the weekly. Let's look at it on the daily. I'm not seeing any reason to sell yet on the daily. Let's see the 4 hour. All right. Let's see the 4 hour. Four-hour has shown us. All right. Now look at what the 4 hour is showing us. Let's see something. All right. Look at that beauty. Okay. Now remember, what you're seeing here is uptrend. Uptrend. It was going up. You can see your break of structure here. You can see it here as well. Break of structure right there. Okay, right there. Now, if you are waiting, you know that you'll be waiting for the market. This is the 4 time frame. You'll be waiting for the market to at least come down. You know, it did, but it did not come down. There was enough gap here. There's still gap here. So hopefully when it's selling, it's coming all the way into this zone to sweep this liquidity and come in here, because I mean there's so much more it could have done here. All right. I know you people are like, what is this woman doing? Yes, this is how I use my Fibo. Don't worry, Fib is my paddy. All right. So now we know that she's in a sell zone on the 4 hour time frame right here. You can see that she's in a sell zone. She actually took off from there, right here. You see me marking all the zones. I trade in the zone. You trade in the zone. Now look at that. Okay, let's look at this area to see how we can enter for this sell. Okay, let's look on the 2 hour time frame. Okay, now it's looking exactly like what GU is doing. However, on the 2 hour, I'm seeing a change of character quite all right. I'm not seeing, I would be waiting, if I'm going to be waiting on this trade. The truth is, I'm not seeing any gap. This is what would have been my change of character here. All right. This is what would have been my change of character here. It has not really broken structure. Or let's see. Okay. I could say this is it. But I would want to see this week. There's something here that the market could come back to. When you see long wicks like this on a higher time frame, you cannot leave it. You can't. You can't leave it. So there's a possibility EU will come into that zone at least 50% of that week before it drops. Is it there? Where are my EU traders? If you trade EU here, do you understand me? Is it clear? Is it clear? So looking at it, you have to be careful when you are analyzing. Do not rush because you're going to make a mistake. So what we are saying right now is that we want to see the market come. There's much money in this week. There is always money in the week. Good, you get it. Nice. Tap on the like, share the link. Don't stop. Please, guys. Please, 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 please. So we want to see it pull back into this zone to drop. Let's see how it looks on the 1 hour. So you can clearly see, I mean, without even shouting. Now, 1 hour is showing us, okay, this thing is ready for sale. You can see your change of character. You can see break of structure. You can see that this thing is ready to sell. If I don't even know what to do, let me pull my feet from this zone to that zone, that break of structure. Look at beautiful liquidity forming in the 6150. Those that I trade, they can see that. I mean, if you're my mentee here, I know that everybody here is learning from me, free or paid. Everybody is learning from me, right? So you can see beauty. I mean, you don't have to shout. You can see that beautiful liquidity. This thing is going to come, clear all that here. All right, we expect it to clear all that here. Are you guys with me? All right. You want to see it clear all that liquidity, all right? Go into the zone for the sell. All right. You want to see it clear all that liquidity, go into the zone for the sell. All right, beautiful. I remember on the 2 hour, you see this candle that is looking like this. It looked very much like just a week. We were seeing just a week on the 2 hour time frame, right? We were seeing just a week on the 2 hour time frame. All right. So now we are seeing that this thing you call a week on the 1 hour time frame, we are seeing it as candles. Now, if you didn't even know what to do, this is the candle. I mean, the candle broke here. You want to see even come back at least 50% from here. I'm going to teach you people a trick. This is the whole of that candle. It has to come up, clear the zone, at least come up to this point, 50% of this candle. This you see from here to here, now one candle, because they are all the same color. You can see they are one candle. If you go to a smaller time frame or a higher time frame, this whole thing is one candle. You even saw it. Okay, so we want to see the market come into that zone above here. Now this is a rejection block right here. There's something here. Okay, so you want to see it come, clear all that liquidity, possibly tap into that zone, or 50% of the week, like we saw on the 2 hour time frame. 50% of the week. Right? Beautiful. Now we want to see that happen. All right, we want to see it come into the zone. I'm going to be waiting, and this is what I want to see. Short position here. I liked what I saw on the 1 hour better, in all honesty. The 1 hour showed me the rejection. This place that is rejecting nicely. The rejection. So I want to see it come to that area. All right. And clear. Right there. So this is what I see for EU. This is what I see for EU. Look at all that beautiful liquidity. I mean, come on. In fact, look at this one straight. All these ones here, liquidity. You know. So I'm recognizing that, and I want to see pull up some more. Okay, I want to see pull up some more. But 15-minute time frame people, they are not seeing these things. They'll be seeing sell. They'll be seeing sell. Now they'll be waiting for it around here for the next sell. This time frame is, oh, I guess why everybody's confused. I removed that thing at the back. Okay. Yeah, let me put it on. All right. So this is Euro USD. Hold on. Okay. All right. So you can see, at least you can see the watermark now. Yeah. It's Euro USD on the 15 minutes. Now, 15 minutes people will be looking to sell. When we know where this thing is going up, we know where it's going to. You see? Now, 15 minutes people are looking for how to sell this thing. Who told you that it will sell? Now, you see? But see what 2 hours and 4 hours we're looking at. See what we are seeing. See what we are seeing. See what we are seeing. You see? They'll say, but it's possible that, okay, it's possible that it will go down. Why? Because since it got here, it didn't even clear liquidity as much. Okay, they will say this is change of character, break of structure. All right, I see what they see. All right, so this is their break of structure, change of character here. All right, and they've seen a break of structure here. But this thing came and took off. See this order flow here. Hey, God, I beg. It's risky to be selling from here, but let's see. 1 hour. Okay. It's a trap. It's a trap, though. It's a trap. This thing hasn't gotten. It's possible that it could push. It's a trap. It's possible that it could push. It's possible that it could push. I mean, if I were taking a buy from here into this zone, to make sense. So look at what I'm seeing. But 15 minutes people now, what they are seeing is deceitful. Do you get? I mean, if you understand what I'm saying, what they are seeing on the 15 minutes is actually highly deceitful. This thing could just make them blow their accounts. Do you understand? If you understand, put some fires in the chat box or put yes, you understand. All right. Did you see where we came from? So there's a possibility this thing would go up. You just have to be sure. I know they are looking at it. They've seen a gap. They've seen other block. They've seen other block. It's not even nice on the 15 minutes. You see, it was nicer on the 1 hour. So they've seen other block here. They've seen other block. They will say this is liquidity here, and it could react. True, it could react, but I wouldn't take this risk. Actually, I wouldn't take this risk. I wouldn't take this risk. It's too risky. It's too risky. It's my goal, Sha. Let's see. I want to see it come back here. Let's see. For a sell, it looks very tempting, but it's risky because you could be, what if it goes and sweeps this liquidity? You see? Very risky, though. Very risky. You see what I'm seeing? Can you see what I'm seeing? Now, she could do this. You see? Okay. You see what I'm saying? Very, very possible. Very, very possible. So if you're even catching this sell, just catch maybe little, probably into this week here, into this week, 50% of this week. It's just a 1:3 kind of trade. All right. You have to be very careful and check these things. So you see, okay, let's see how it goes. I'll be dropping this in the, yeah, I would like to wait for this. There's a possibility it could work here, but there's a possibility it could push up, sweep all that liquidity to the place we are waiting for the sell. Now let's look at, we've done GU, we've done EU, we've done, so yeah, let me see. We've done gold, we've done BTC. And our BTC is in profit. Let me even see how far. Because I'm in that trade. I'm invested in that trade. Okay, it's pulling back. It's pulling back for now. I'm invested in that trade. BTC to 92K from what I've seen. BTC to 92K. See how it's taking its time. In the night now, to move like a thief. So let's talk about what you want me to look at. Who was the first? Emmanuel Jokasim, Emmanuel Augustine, and Deborah Olawuyi. So drop your assets. Let's look at them. And of course, NZD USD. Yeah, that's Joel's pair. I don't know what he likes about that pair. Okay, so I don't trade it, but it's fine. NZD USD for Joel. Okay, Joel, let's look at what you got here. Oh, this is beautiful. It's beautiful. Now, what are we seeing? That was the last. I mean, this thing is buying. You can see that clearly. She's been giving us higher lows and higher highs, and that was the last move to the upside here. Oh my God. It's crazy, isn't it? Okay. Okay. So it's currently selling. So we have, before we can buy, we need to see a reason. So let me break it down. This is the monthly. You can clearly see that, see that. Okay. Now it broke above. You can see broke above. Now you want to be seeing buys. Okay. You want to be seeing buys. Let's see something. Okay. All right. All right. NZD USD. So I see the break of structure. This thing came back, although it didn't get into our zone. It gave us another break of structure, and right now she's fooling around here. But let's see what she's doing from here. Okay, not really enjoying the structure, not really clean cut for me. Maybe because I don't trade it, not really clean cut for me. Okay, from here to here. Yeah, here to here. Yeah. All right. So we've seen what is happening on the monthly. Let's look at the weekly. Now, weekly is showing us a downtrend, Weekly is showing us a downtrend. Yeah, the weekly is showing us a downtrend. Okay, equal lows. It's showing us a downtrend. Now, let's go with what we see. That was the last move from here. Okay. Okay. Wow. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Okay. Who knows why I did it like this? Why? Because this was the last low before this low. So you have to pull it from the high to that low. Okay. But if you go inner, that's if you go down to another time frame, this is what you'll be looking at here. Okay. Let me just mark my zone. I'm sorry. Hold up. I mean, look at that beauty. I mean, this is art. All right. So I'm seeing that beautiful zone after all this crazy liquidity. All right. So I'm just going to close this. Now let's go down to the daily time frame. What's going on here? Currently at a premium zone right here. Okay, but we don't know what's happening. This is the daily. So let's look at small time frame on the 4-hour time frame. Okay. Emmanuel, your NZDUSD is giving me headache. Look at scattered structure everywhere. It's too scattered for my liking. All right, so I see something here, although it has not broken this low. Because if you look, I want to see it even break. In fact, if we're going to continue the buy, you want to see this happen. Because you can see a buy trend zone, okay? You can see a buy trend into this zone. Okay, so you want to see it sell into this zone right here. Okay, for the next buy. And to see it sell into that zone for the next buy. The question is, has it started selling? Let's see. All right, has it started selling? It looks like it has. Why? Because this is the 1-hour time frame. So this is where it started dropping from. You can clearly see change of character, break of structure. We can't shout. Let me open it and so that you don't get confused. So you concentrate on this side of the market now. All right. See your change of character that happened here. See your break of structure that happened here. Now to pull that feed. I mean, you can't even shout. Look at that. Look at that here. This is crazy. You can't leave this kind of week. No, you can't leave this kind of week. You can't leave this kind of week, yo. I mean, you can't. You can't leave that kind of week. That week is too suspicious. You can't leave it. Hmm? At least 50% of that week should be tapped into. You know what I mean? Okay. So yeah, on the 1 hour, I'm seeing liquidity traps. These are all traps. Because what is happening here? Let me see. Did it come to the body at least? Hold on. Let me see if it came to the body at least. It didn't even come. It didn't even come. So there's every possibility it's going in there. If I pulled my feed from here, yeah. Oh, this looks very, very impressive. But because of this week, I believe this is still a trap. Because of this week, this is still a trap, yo, because it just tapped it lightly into our zone. Okay, it tapped it lightly into our zone, but hasn't even given us a reason to be sure it's selling from here. Why? Because you need to see change of character. Unfortunately, I don't even want to look for it, because if you go to the 15 minutes time frame now, you see something that will tell you this thing has started selling. But when we know on the higher time frame that no, this whole thing like this is a trap, is a big ass trap. This whole thing is a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. We want to see it coming here and dump. You get the point now. You don't want to be caught in this. You don't want to be caught in this. It's a trap. You see, we need to go in there. We need to go in there, if possible, to this beautiful. But we've seen what we want to see. There's a small other block here that looks nice, or engulfing candle kind of thing. So you see, all right. So you want to see the market go in there for a short position from here. All right. Is that clear, Joel? Are we good? Are we good? Let it just come and clear this liquidity. We are fine. That's a 1:7. All right. All right. So what about Augustine? What is your pair? Please, let's make it snappy. What's your pair? Augustine, what is your pair? Oh, Onyinye, what is your pair? You can't be the only lady here, and I'm not giving you honor. All right. Keep smashing the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let's push this live. Let's push it so that we'll grow. Let's push it so that we will grow. Deborah wants two of them. They want USD. These people don't. Hey, Augustine, when did you start liking USD CHF? When did you start liking USD CHF? Stop. See two of them. USD chaff need USD chaff cup. Hey, give me a second. I'm trying to make sure they are here for this one. I say we are love, we are life. All right, so USD CHF. Let's look at it together. You remember this pair? Even you want USD CHF. Emmanuel, you know why I don't answer, I don't drop things anymore in that group? They're so lazy. They don't want to support you. They are getting mentorship for free. They don't want to come to class. They don't want to support your ministry. They just want to be there to be spoon-fed. That is why I stopped dropping everything I do in there. At least show up, at least support, at least like, at least share the link. They just want to sit down there and be waiting for. So that is why the people here are the people that are getting it. So I'll still go back, and so you make sure you take your screenshots, because I cannot be killing myself for people that are not serious in this life. They just want to leech off other people. I don't like people like that. You see how I took it very serious. My face is already changing. So this is looks like a sell trend. Okay, looks like a nice sell trend. Okay, let's look at it on the daily. USD CHF. Oh, I don't like it. Let me go back. I'm sorry. Okay, so looking at that, you want to see it kept going down from here. I like this. I mean, this just helps my life. Big Marcel. All right, and then change of character, and then break of structure, and it's just been acting crazy though. I don't know why people like this special. So it's just been going down. It didn't even come up to this place, but I see sweep of liquidity here. So it's been doing this. Came in here, didn't give us a new low, but came up there and dumped. Seriously. Now, okay, hold on. Now, looking at this, I want to see the market come in there. So for now, I want to see the market come in there. I'm just going to mark my zones. We all know this will be for a sell, right? We all know this will be for a sell. Now, let's look at what's happening on the daily. Whoa, what's happening? Now, on the daily, it's giving us a reason to continue to pull up to the high. What do we see? We see sweep of liquidity below here. Okay. You see sweep of liquidity below here. You see break of structure here. You see. And then the market came back into this nice zone. You can clearly see that beautiful gap there. And okay, all right. But what happened? She got into this zone, and it looks very much like this zone affected her. Okay, that zone here. Okay, so she reacted to that zone. Okay, but there's some, she's in between the devil and the deep blue sea. Let's look at it on the 4 hour time frame. She's like in between the devil and the deep blue sea. Let's see. All right. So on the 4 hour, yes, she was dropping down from here. Okay. But she got here, and what has she been doing? Consolidating. She's been consolidating. She's been consolidating. And I know because it's the 4 hour, you're looking for how to trade this consolidation, true or false. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. I got you. I got you. So she has gotten to the high of this consolidation. It is mad though. It is mad because I don't know why. If you look at it, this is where you should actually be waiting because yeah, she's reacting to here, but she has not given us a break of structure to guarantee it's ready to sell, it's ready to buy. Sorry. So we know that it's still selling. And if I pull my feed, all right, we know that this is beautiful liquidity. This thing is doing nonsense. It's just trying to distract people. This thing is just trying to distract people. All this is liquidity. All right. So you want to see this market come into that zone for the next push to the downside. Now, remember, I'm a QML trader, and this is the 4 hour. It's still heavy, but you know that I will be waiting on this area for my next trade. So let's see how it goes. And look at that big ass gap. It still has a lot to fill. So I want to see it come here into this area right there. All right. Sweep liquidity, come in there and dump. Okay, into this area. Okay, that's what I want to see. USD CHF, but let's see how it's looking on the 1 hour. Let's see how it's looking on the 1 hour. Now, remember, it's a consolidation going on here. So some people are selling at the top and buying below. It's very, very risky, especially if you don't know how to go about it. Very, very risky. It's very, very risky. Okay, very, very risky. Now, this is the 1 hour. That was the last high into this zone. Change of character. It came down, couldn't even break this structure. Went up again, came to this area, didn't break this high, came down again. Still did not come down enough. Because if I'm going to be selling, all right, I want to see it come down to clear liquidity. It did not. Then from here, it came down here and it started doing nonsense. So in all honesty, I don't see nothing to trade. If I can't see anything on the 1 hour, I just know that this thing wants to keep going up. All right, it wants to keep going up to sweep liquidity and dump from there, probably to where we are waiting for the next buy. Okay, so here's the CHF. I'm not seeing nothing. I'm not seeing anything. I'm telling you, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, let's concentrate on. I don't want to force the trade because if you look at it, if we want to even look for how to buy here, all right. Oh, we're just 7. My heart is breaking. Yeah, keep moving. 30 minutes. Yeah, it's a confusing thing now. Everybody just stay away from USD Stay away from USD I'm not seeing anything here. I'm not seeing. Oh, I'm not seeing anything here. Yo. I'm not seeing nothing here. I'm not seeing nothing here, guys. Let's forget it. Hey, no. Let's forget it. There's nothing I'm seeing here. If I wanted to even scalp something, I want to see it as this place has been moving, giving us nice trend line. I want to see it come here and go up. But remember, this is our zone. So right now, the market is this USD no sweet at all. I'm not feeling it. Do you feel me? I'm not feeling it. No, I'm not feeling USD. Go back. So GU. Oh, I've not done GJ. I'll do GJ. GU, we want to see that happen. Take a screenshot if you're with me. Take a screenshot if you're with me. All right. EU. I also want to see this happen. Take a screenshot if you're with me. Okay. All right, no problem. So remember, there are two possibilities with EU. There are two possibilities with EU here. Okay, so let me do this. Sell limit. Sell limits. Okay, sell limit. In all honesty, I want us to wait at 1.14762. Okay, SL will just be right above this high. Okay. 1.15026. All right. It's not my setting. It's not my setting. The truth is, it's because it's a big screen. I mean, you should be able to try to see. It's not the setting, it's a big screen. Yeah, it's a big screen. It's a big screen. That's why. Let me increase this for you people. Is it better now? All right. Okay. Yeah, this zone might hold though. This zone, I will still drop that one for you guys. This zone might actually hold. That small zone there, it might actually hold. All right. So SL is, so let's see, TP. We're looking at 1.13644. All right. So there's another sell limit here. Let me put it on top. Okay, sell limit. The first one is the sell limit at, yeah, it looks like it's gonna hold. It looks nice, but you're not gonna be greedy. Okay, sell limit at 1.142, 1.142. All right, 1.14262. Okay, no. Okay, it looks alike. 1.14262. The other one is 1.14762. You see life now. All right, now let's look at the SL. The SL is 1.14401, 1.14401. All right, and TP 1.13818, 1.13818, 1.13818. So you can see the two sell limits. This is for the first one. This is for the second one. Is it clear now? All right, that's for EU. That's for EU, guys. Let's look at GU. So GU itself did not confuse me. It just told me heads up that this is what we're waiting for. Sell limit for GU. Sell limit for GU. We want to see it come up to 1.35539. And our SL, okay, we want SL to be 1.35852. Then the TP is a long one. It's a long one. Let me keep it simple, stupid. I want to see clear that liquidity right there. Let me use the line. All right. Okay. TP 1.34463. All right, so you got it now. You got it. This is for GBP USD. All right, that's for GBP USD. NZD USD. It's also a sell limit. All right, NZD USD is also a sell limit. And we want to see it get into there, 0.60. All right. No, 0.607. All right. 0.6, you got it, good. 0.60723. All right. And we want to see an SL of 0.60811. All right. And the TP of 0.674. Okay. It's looking clearer now. Good. You can see it now, yeah? Now we've done this. Now we want to do, it's only GJ that is left. I really want to do GJ, that thing. GJ, my dear friend. Oh. You won't believe I didn't take this trade. All right, let's do it together. I have to start setting my alarm because by the time life starts, you don't just remember a lot of things. I have to just start for the whole day and you're missing trades. Yeah, I forget to set alarms and I'm using a trading view. So I can set I think 20 alerts. I don't even remember stuff. All right, so we're looking at GJ. All right, it's acting like all the JPY pairs are acting, So that was our okay. All right, but she's reacting to something here. Okay, she's reacting to something right here. Yeah. I didn't even get there. Okay, now this is the monthly. Let's see the weekly. All right. On the daily, all right, so we know she's buying from here. First move was this, didn't come down enough. Okay, it didn't come down enough. Second move was this. Now this one came down here. Very well, good enough. All this liquidity. This same thing is happening with gold. Okay, so now she's gotten to a nice sell zone here. You want to be sure that she's ready for that sell. All right, before you get in, you have to be sure she's ready for that sell. Okay, on the 4 hour frame, wow, let's go. On the 4 hour time frame, we are seeing nice. What we are seeing looks nice. It looks nice. For GJ, but I want to see liquidity though. Liquidity hasn't formed. This is crazy drop though. Liquidity hasn't formed. And when did this happen? In the midnight as usual. I'm sure there was one kind of news that pushed this is too much. Emmanuel, your mouth is sweet. You're welcome. So we're going to watch this happen. This would have been very, very the right thing to do, but I'm not seeing liquidity to verify that this will hold. Okay. So I'm going to be watching GJ closely. All right. I'm going to be watching GJ closely. And yeah, I'm going to be watching GJ closely to see. So we're going to be watching that. Let me just put my stuff up. This would be so ideal. Well, if I don't see any liquidity, it's just going to use this as liquidity. So if we don't see it, nah. Oh, I see that wicked looking wick. There's a wick here. There's an order block here. You choose where you want your entry to be. Let's start it all the way from here. There's an order block here. There is a half of that there. So, but you want to see liquidity formed around this zone so that when the market comes, it will sweep that liquidity in between and drop. Okay? All right. I hope that is clear. Okay. So let's see what gold is doing. Gold is still moving up, like I said. Let's see what crypto is doing, BTC is doing. It's pulling back though, but want to see it, because if you come to the 30 minutes, if you come to the 30 minutes, I'm not seeing anything. Let's look at. Okay. And I think I have to change this BTC. It's not giving me the current data. Let's use Binance. You see, I don't know what was happening to Bitfinex. And that was the one. So you see, this one is actually coming back down. You see. Nicely too. Okay. So it could come down all the way to this zone. Okay, to this 92 zone. I could still come back down here. So we have to be careful with BTC, yeah? I'll take my money here. This is fine. 1:8 is fine. So far, BTC is dropping according to our expectation. All right, this is going to be a massive drop. So if you're holding BTC or if you're holding altcoins, just expect that most of them will drop in price just as BTC is dropping. Okay. So I think you can see I'm getting tired. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Be active on the Telegram channel. Something big is coming. You will soon hear about it. MFFX is turning 3. That's my brand is turning 3. All right. And for those that did not watch with us, those that didn't watch with us and watching this later, I greet you. Please try to attend class. You're missing a lot. So Madam Financially Fit FX is turning 3, and I want to do it in a grand way. All right. So I put up something for my VIPs, and they were saying some people said they wanted free mentorship. Some people said they wanted Traderton, okay, to raise our money. Some people said they want the both of them. So we are working to see. All right. Deborah, hey, do I look that young? Oh, that's cute. I'm not 27. I'm not 30. I'm not turning 40 as well. It's somewhere in between. It's not 35. Yes, it's somewhere in between. You will learn, you will know about it. Don't worry. So I love you all for coming up here. Stay tuned and active on the Telegram channel. And trust me, and I am expecting a particular broker to sponsor everything I want to do. So stay tuned. We are going to be using that broker. Now, broker, where they support us, we they use. Love you guys. Bye.